Hey gang, Will here from the Ashland Fly Shop. Out here on the Rogue River, we're getting our first look at some new lines from RIO, and the one we're casting now, the new two-hand Skagit head, is the Skagit Max GameChanger. And this is a multi-density line from RIO, multi-density head. Now, this isn't the first multi-density head that we've seen, but boy oh boy, this thing just casts beautifully. If you're a fan of the Skagit Max like we are, we love that head, love the taper on it. This line's going to be very, very familiar to you. Another thing that I really like about this head is we get a little bit more size coverage in this, on the 25 grains. So it really covers a broad range of rods. The length on the new GameChanger is pretty much in line with the Skagit Max heads. They're running 23 to 25 feet depending on the size. Skagit Max GameChanger head comes in three versions, a triple density and a 4 density head. So the first one is floating, hover, intermediate in the same length. The one we think will probably be the most popular, most user-friendly, floating, hover, intermediate, sync 3. And the last one is a floating, intermediate, sync 3, sync 5. So that one's really gonna take you off the edge and give you a lot of sync. So 3 different heads in the GameChanger series. Again, we think the middle one with the sync 3 end will probably be the most user-friendly and the easiest one to kind of get to know, but a lot of great choices there. So when these lines first came on the market, they really were game changers, and it's really great to see this head show up from RIO. They've really outdone the competition, I would say, with this head. And if you haven't fished a multi-density head before, you really owe it to yourself to give it a try. I really appreciate them in the Skagit sizes and weights. Really gives you lots of versatility in the type of fly that you can, or type of tip that you can fish, and the type of fly. And they just cast beautifully. That material just really tightens up and just flies when you cast it. So if you go beyond the shoulder seasons with your two-hand fishing for steelhead, you fish through the winter and stuff, you've got to look at a multi-density head. I would strongly recommend that you pick one up. It just gives you lots and lots of options for, probing deeper runs and really getting your fly into spaces that probably aren't reaching with a floating head. And the new Skagit Max GameChanger from RIO should be on your list.